What up, y'all? It's Easy Lou Unboxing TV. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I drop a video. So your Dennis Ugas, he had an interview a couple days ago on Fight Hype, and he was basically asked about his up and coming fight. He has a fight coming up. He has a fight coming up on September 6th. It's a Sunday, and it's at the Microsoft Theater, and it'll in LA, Microsoft Theater in LA, and it'll actually be on Fox in the US. So yeah, and Ugas, he's going up against Abel Ramos, and I think Ugas is gonna win the fight. Ugas is 25-4-0. So yeah, I think Ugas is gonna win the fight. I like Ugas. Ugas is he's an aggressive fighter. He's he doesn't have the best feet work. Ugas is one of those boxers that one of those type of boxers that just comes forward. I mean, and like sometimes he even like gets a little out of control. It seems like, I mean, I know he's controlling himself, but it seems like he gets a little out of control. He starts swinging like kind of wide punches and throwing them in bunches and stuff like that. But I mean, I like Ugas because he's a good competitor and he always comes to fight. But Ugas he was asked like who would he like after like if he gets past Abel Ramos, and Ugas he called the big names out. He said he wouldn't mind a fight with he would like a fight with either Spence. He said Crawford's name. He said Thurman's name, and he said even Mikey Garcia. So Ugas he isn't shying away from I mean who he wants. Like he had a good fight with against Sean Porter. I don't know how long ago it was now, but that was Porter's fight before Porter and Spence unified, went up against each other and unified. And actually I thought Ugas pulled that victory off. Like it was back and forth. Sean Porter had good moments in the fight when he was boxing from the outside, because he wasn't like, I mean, the come at you and try to walk you down brawler, that wasn't going to work with Ugas, and he knows that. So they had a good game plan. Sean was fighting from the outside and he was actually doing good, but there was moments with Ugas, he was throwing a couple jabs here and there and catching Sean, and then him and Sean would mix it up, and they would get like, I mean, they'll get in the phone booth with each other and they'll mix it up. And Ugas, he had he was getting the best of him when they would mix it up, and then Sean would go back to the outside. When he was fighting on the outside, Ugas would catch him a couple times too, but when he found from the outside, for the most part, I think Sean was winning. When he found from the outside, but like I said, Ugas, he would make up ground for that, because also when Sean was fighting from the outside, Ugas was also holding his own from the outside. But when they would mix it up, he was catching Sean. Like when they was mixing it up, I don't think Sean was ever. And it's not like he was whooping Sean's ass, because Sean was getting his off too. But I think Ugas just had the edge when they would mix it up. And there was a knockdown in the fight. The ref called it a slip. It was a knockdown. He got hit, moved back, and his leg looked like it slipped or something. But like, you're not gonna tell me that that's not from the effect from that hit. Like I don't know. I just don't see how you get hit. You step back and you slip kinda, and you go down to the floor, and it forced you to go down to the floor, and the glove touched the floor. And if you know rules in boxing, like if any part but the bottom, see, a lot of people don't even notice. They think it has to be like on. No. I heard the referee say it himself on an interview with Barbershop Conversations with Mr. Fred. I forgot the ref's name, but he said if any part of your body touches the canvas and it's not the bottom of your feet, is ruled a knockdown. So Ugas hit him. Sean, like, I don't know, he did some, I don't know, man. He got hit. It looked like he did like some step back, like went to step back, but he slipped. And the ref called it a slip, which I don't understand how. Like, if a man hits him, he step back and slips. Like, how do you not count that as a knockdown? Like, you know what I'm saying? But because it's the punch that I think the punch made his body go in that momentum, and it looked like he slipped. It did look like he slipped, but I think Sean played into it too. He just did some great acting because he played into it. But I don't know, man. I think Ugas got robbed in that fight. I don't think. I think he won that fight, and I think he deserved a rematch too. But yeah, we already know how that was going because Sean was fronting. He saw how hard it was to be in there with Ugas, so he ain't wanna. He was like, hell no, I ain't about to get this guy another chance. But yeah, Ugas he said he wants Sean Porter, Earl Spence, Thurman. He wants all the big names. He said Mikey Garcia, Crawford, and then he was also asked if the interviewer also asked him if he got an offer from Team Crawford, and because I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but about a month ago or so, there were reports that came out that claimed that Crawford offered Ugas. He sent Ugas a he sent Ugas a contract, but Ugas said that never happened. He never got an offer from Team Crawford, but he said he's willing to fight Crawford though. He said he wants a big name after this. If he gets past Abel Ramos, he wants a big name. And also the interview also asked him about Jamal James because him and Jamal James they had a fight in the past, and because Jamal James he just came off a victory. I don't know who Jamal James beat. He just came off a victory though, so and he looked good. So Ugas said that's a potential fight that can happen because him and Jamal James they had a good fight, and he said he actually respects Jamal James because when him and Jamal James went at it, Ugas actually had another opponent. I forgot the guy's name. He had another opponent, but the guy he couldn't fight for some reason. And he said Jamal James took the fight on short notice. So he said he respects Jamal James, and he took the fight on short notice. And he said Jamal James still came and held his own. I mean, he was strong in there. He was doing his thing. So Ugas said he respects Jamal James. So he said that can also be a fight for a good fight that he sees. Because he wants he wants good fighters and he wants the bigger names. So yeah, he said he can see him and Jamal James having a rematch because he said like I said, he said he respects him for what he did last time, and he still came at the short notice and took the fight, and he still came and held his own. He said so he respects him, but he said he wants them big names. He wants Thurman, he wants Crawford, he wants Spence, he wants Mikey Garcia. Mikey, he's still trying to capture his title. I think this will be his fifth weight class if he captures the title in at the 147 division. So we'll see, man. But Ugas, we'll see if he gets past this next guy, Abel Ramos. I've seen maybe 2 fights to Abel Ramos. I think Ugas he'll mess around and stop him. If Abel Ramos doesn't try to retreat and just try to survive, Ugas should stop him. That's what I think. He should stop him. I don't think he's on Ugas level. I don't think he's on Ugas level at all. And Ugas, he's another one of them fighters that he doesn't get tired. Ugas doesn't get tired at all. He has good ass conditioning. Like I've yet to see a fight with Ugas where, I mean, don't get twisted, that you could tell when they start getting a little fatigued. I mean, he's human. All boxers, you can tell that. Of course, they're not gonna look the same in the damn 12th that they look in the first. The only one I've ever seen do that is I seen like old clips of Muhammad Ali. He ain't look like. I've seen Ali in a couple of fights where he looked tired. Of course the George Foreman fight, and then every time he fought Frazier. Yep, every time he fought Frazier, but like that's because of the other legends that were across the ring from him, and they were just dogging it out and fighting for their legacy and fighting for respect and trying to see who's the best. So yeah, but Ugas, I rarely see him like on tired mode, like even with the fight with Porter, he had more in the tank, more than Porter. Like Porter really got saved in that fight, dog. I swear, like I don't know, man. I hate to see when fighters go out there and put it in their all, and don't get it twisted. Both fighters, they go through training camp, they work hard, they train hard, but only one man could win. And when you see that the guy that should have got awarded the victory doesn't get it, I just don't like that shit, dog. Cause it's weird as shit, and it just shows that like, I don't know, boxing be on some shit. It's like they don't give a fuck. Like they don't give a fuck that you just went through this shit for these past few months trying to get your body right, your mind right, coming in here training hard. Like that shit crazy as shit. I just don't like that. But yeah, I say that to say I think he won that fight and he should have got a rematch. So he said he'll take a rematch with him. He wants to keep Thurman, Spence, or even Mikey Garcia, and he'll take Crawford too. So we'll see. Like I said, I think Ugas is gonna beat Abel Ramos. It shouldn't even go to the distance. I think Ugas is gonna stop him, but we'll see after. You know what I mean, when they interview him and he gonna call these guys out, and you know what I mean, we'll see if anybody responds. But yeah, it is Easy Lewin Boxing TV. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I drop a video. All right, one.